dear God, here's one to talk about. Apparently you can't get an appointment at your doctor's, right? So what do? You'll get an appointment with a doctor in Singapore. He'll be on a different time zone than you are, but he will be available. We've got Dawn Neeson, we've got Andy Jones to talk about this and more. Andy, what do you think about this idea?
Well, this is from a think tank, as all the worst ideas are from. And you can't get an appointment with your doctor, and so you can show your lumps and bumps to a health professional sat on a video chat in Singapore to ease some of our burden for waiting lists. Now, obviously, if you're absolutely desperate, you'll take a doctor in Singapore or Swahili or wherever else, so it doesn't really matter. But, again, it's removing, and we talked about this on this show previously, the fact that you don't see a doctor regularly, therefore it impacts care, it impacts his workload.
There's no difference doing this than there is seeing a doctor here by video link. I mean, it's just still someone's opinion, someone's diagnosis.
You're right, but also I would argue, I'm obviously not a health professional, you can't fully diagnose somebody over video chat.
No, you can't.
And secondly, we talked in depth on this show the other day about the fact that you don't see the same doctor regularly. That creates extra work for the doctor, because every time you see a different doctor, he's then got to hear about all your whole system, your whole background, your whole...
So, Dawn, you're not convinced that you're getting the same attention from somebody on video, no matter if they're in...
It doesn't matter where they are in the world.
or Singapore.
I mean, most GPs will tell you that they diagnose so much more by being face-to-face to someone. They can see someone's demeanour, they can see...
every appointment doesn't need that, surely.
Not every appointment, no.
There's a difference between something where you think you might have cancer or saying, I just want a repeat prescription of my contraceptive. I don't need to queue up for
No, not every appointment, but I do think it's important that we have face-to-face appointments. And the other thing with this story is, how much is it costing? Why can't we
Where's that money going? It's not being spent here in the UK.
Exactly.
Well, we won't be paying directly these doctors in Singapore. There'll be another firm who arranges it, and another firm, and there'll be all of these tiers of wasted money before you even get to the doctor.
It's just more waste where we're not paying our own system and our own people and strengthening...
Just sort the NHS out.
Well, that's not going to happen, and don't listen to any of them that say that it will happen. Let's talk about the most favourite pie in Britain, according to research, is what?
OK, right, what do you reckon it is, then?
Well... steak and ale. Or, steak and kidney.
Have you cheated, Isabel
Or steak
Webster?
and kidney. I swear I haven't. I just couldn't think of any other...
Yeah, she's been looking it up, hasn't she?
I couldn't think of anything other than a steak and kidney.
Than the right answer.
Right, yeah, exactly. She always gets the right answer. Come on. OK, yeah, so this is a survey that's been done by our... It's National Pie Week.
Oh,
it starts today.
Guilty about
Happy
that.
Pie Week.
Yeah.
Yes.
When's the last time you ate a pie, Dawn?
I don't like pastry and I don't eat meat. But you are right. Yeah, the number one pie is steak and ale, followed by chicken and mushroom, followed by steak and kidney, Cornish pasty, cheese and onion. No. OK, here's one for you. Goat's cheese and spinach.
How does cheese and onion work in a pie? I don't really understand that.
I don't do pies.
It's like
There's no dessert pies in that list either. What about apple pie?
You wanted an apple pie, didn't you?
I want a bit of custard with it. Yeah. And also, no cottage pie or fish pie. Does a mashed potato top not count as a pie?
But this is
called a pie.
Pies.
You'd think that the pie people would be promoting a variety of pies.
I think this question should be asked in the House. I think rather than talking about tax, let's talk about pies.
I want diversity and inclusion in our pie game.
But there's a question off the back of this, which is Cornish pasties, right?
Yeah.
Apparently we eat them the wrong way.
What are you supposed to do with them? Oh, well, this is it. Apparently we're eating them the wrong way. We're supposed to hold the crust and then throw the crust away and then...
What?
Throw the crust away?
Yeah.
Well, like they were made for miners, weren't they? So you hold them with your dirty hands on the crust and eat the meat.
Yes, absolutely.
What are we doing? Are people not doing that?
Well, they're eating the whole thing. Apparently you're supposed to throw the crust away.
Why? But they were designed so, as Isabel's just said, so workers could take them out and keep them going all day. That's why, they're quite high in calories. But a portable meal that you could eat for lunchtime while you're working out in the fields or down the mines, etc. So why did you throw a bit away?
The original lunchbox, the lunchbox that you can eat, because it's got all of it in there and then you literally eat the whole thing.
Andy, we need to know, why do you throw bits of it away?
Well, maybe that's because where your dirty hands have been touching.
Yeah.
I suppose it's a little bit more slimming, isn't it, if you don't eat the pastry bit?
Oh. Do you think the average miner was thinking, got to watch me weight here?
Very health-conscious mind.
Well, now, before the last time you were on, we were talking about burglaries at home, and Andy, that so many were just going unsolved or uninvestigated. Shoplifting going the same way.
Yeah, you're not safe in your own home and you're not safe in the shops. So it's gone from 1.1 million to 5.6 million reported thefts in 1 year. With this, I find not only a five-fold increase in shoplifting, but also what I find most distressing as well is the 76,000 acts of violence against shopkeepers and shop staff. And so this is everything from sort of kids doing their first Saturday jobs, shopkeepers, security guards facing violence when they go to work purely to deliver us the food and the goods we need. They lay this explosion of crime and violence down to an increase in alcoholics and drug addicts going out and stealing things. But also, and this is what I found quite interesting, organised crime gangs stealing meat, alcohol and even sweets to order. So they're going out and they're saying, right, we need to go and get a bin bag full of Kit Kats or whatever. I assume the fancier, more designer sweets they're after. But they're going out and they're specifically targeting specific brands, specific products. And you'll see if you go into your supermarket, your chemist, certain brands are now behind locked cabinets. And they've got a lot, they've got locks on Lurpak butter and things down.
And yet, every time I step into a shop, I feel like I'm stopped, as if I'm a thief.
Yeah, do you need any help? Do you need any help? You're right there, you're right there.
Oh,
and they follow you around.
Going off, and I'm like, I've already removed myself all of the tags.
You do look a bit dodgy, Isabel, it has to be said. I'd be suspicious.
Like, I don't understand. There's an increase in kind of being accused of being a thief, but it's equally a decrease in the number of thieves.
It's the people that work in the shops that I feel sorry for. Yeah. I mean, they're the ones that are at the sharp end of this. And, they're in danger. They're getting attacked, they're getting sort of assaulted, and they can't do anything about it. They're told literally just to stand and not do anything, not get involved. Yeah. They're watching people wheel trolleys of booze out, I mean...
And again, we're talking about no burglaries being convicted, no charges for however many forces. Shoplifting also not prosecuted. We're legalising theft and the violence that goes with it.
Terrible.
So, well, all very, very sad to hear. Sorry about that. The guys are going to be back in about 40 minutes' time with more stories from the papers that are making the headlines on this Monday morning. Dawn, Andy, thank you both very much indeed.
Time now for an update on the weather with Greg Dewhurst with a little bit of everything.